My neighbor complained about my Wi-Fi. Then I found out what he was really hiding. A few months after I moved into my apartment, my neighbor knocked on my door looking unusually serious. He introduced himself and then immediately started complaining about my Wi-Fi. According to him, my internet signal was interfering with his devices and causing issues in his apartment. He asked if I could lower the signal strength or even turn it off at night. At first, I thought it sounded ridiculous. I had never heard of someone's Wi-Fi causing that kind of problem. But he seemed so confident and insistent that I started to second-guess myself. Trying to be a good neighbor, I told him I'd look into it. Over the next few days, he kept bringing it up. Every time I saw him, he would mention how my Wi-Fi was disrupting his work and how important it was for me to fix it. Something about the situation felt off. So instead of changing anything, I decided to do a little research. Everything I found online confirmed my suspicion: normal home Wi-Fi doesn't interfere with other apartments in the way he described. That's when I started paying closer attention. One evening, while walking past his door, I noticed something strange. I could hear a constant humming noise coming from inside his apartment. It wasn't loud, but it was steady and unusual. It didn't sound like normal household electronics. A few days later, I saw him carrying multiple large boxes into his apartment late at night. The boxes were labeled with electronics branding and looked expensive. At that point, my curiosity turned into suspicion. I decided to mention the situation to the building manager, mainly because the constant complaints about my Wi-Fi were becoming annoying. A week later, things escalated quickly. The building management, along with local authorities, conducted an inspection of his apartment after receiving multiple concerns. What they found explained everything. My neighbor hadn't been worried about Wi-Fi interference. He had been running several high-powered electronic devices inside his apartment, equipment that wasn't exactly meant for residential use. Apparently, the noise and signal interference he was experiencing were caused by his own setup, not mine. The reason he kept blaming my Wi-Fi? He was trying to divert attention away from what he was actually doing. A few days later, he was gone. No more complaints. No more strange noises. And suddenly, my problematic Wi-Fi worked perfectly fine again.